People of God, I thank you for joining. This is the channel for Amani.Upendo.Wellness. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. This is really a follow-up to a post on TikTok I recently made about focus and the importance of having focus in your life. Personally, I'll say it like this, like when I've put my mind to something and when I sit down and I really focus on something that's productive, I see the results. I see the results in everything that I'm doing. I see the results in, of course, my mental health, emotional health, physical health, spiritually. I definitely feel that difference because why? I'm no longer focused on petty things. I'm no longer focused on gossip and slander. I'm no longer focused on what somebody has posted on the internet or not because I have things that I need to be working on. I'm no longer focused on those things. And so, because I'm not focused on another woman's marriage, on another woman's household, on another woman's body count, on another woman's diet, on another woman's man, or anything she's doing, I literally have more time in the day to focus on my own body count and my own mental health and my own problems in my life, in my family, or my community. And, you know, I'll share this experience where I definitely had this kind of like stigma and this stigma raised up against me because, oh, well, if maybe you had just waited, this wouldn't have been a problem. And oh, if maybe you just stayed home. Oh, maybe if you could just think for yourself. And this sort of like stigma raised up against me that maybe if there was some sin that I didn't commit, as if I'm Adam and Eve, if there was some sin that I didn't commit, then like everybody else would have been fine. When the reality is that whether I committed that sin or the girl next door committed that sin, you still would have had that trashy reaction. Why? Because you have problems in your systems. Those same jobs, those same resources that you would tell me to use instead of doing drugs, or selling anything or selling my body. Yeah, you need to go look at those resources and stop monitoring me. You need to go look at those resources. You need to go check to make sure that the jobs that you claim you have available for people are actually um, accepting your citizens. And those jobs are not favoring other people. You need to start making sure that your resources, whether it be for mental health or physical health, that those resources are actually accessible to everyone and not just people that you choose to give them to. It should never come to a point where like I call you and you're going to tell me that you're short staffed or that I have to wait. Because I know if it was your daughter or son or kid, you would want me to act fast and think as fast as soon as possible. And I'm telling you, personally, going through those experiences, the one thing that I would suggest, you know, to those haters, because I'm giving the advice that, from my own personal experience, but I'm also giving that advice to haters too. Like, listen, you need to start focusing on yourself. Focus on your systems. Focus on creating that community watch program that you believe in and actually doing it. You need to focus on creating programs against litter and all sorts of stuff. You should not be able to come together to plan and say, oh, we're going to do this. Oh, we're going to do that. We're going to plan that when this person shows up, we're going to do. You should not have that kind of an energy and that type of motivation to harass my life on that level. Because at the end of the day, when ski mask photos were posted on the internet, there was no reaction from you. So I don't see why there could be something that I could say or do now that would like trigger anybody, or not even trigger, but evoke action. I don't see why that would evoke action now. But going back to my main topic is focus. I would even tell my haters, y'all need to focus. Y'all need to get something else to do with your time. Because there are actual problems in this world that could already be solved had you used your resources and your energy ultimately towards it. whether it be the polar bears, litter, anything. You can literally pick anything. There are so many things, you organizations and charities you can just get up and like really just run and support. Not monitoring my life. I mean, for real. Focus is so important. And that's why, if your focus is that whack and out of whack that you're monitoring your neighbor, oh, I saw my neighbor go out, oh, I saw my friend go out, oh, my coworker, this, on that level, you also, I'm telling you right now, you need to get your mental health checked also. I know you might be looking at that person and they're running around the streets and doing crazy stuff, but if all you're going to do is sit down and collect pictures and collect all these photos and collect all sorts of evidence, more than you even collect, the pictures your kids draw for you that are on your fridge right now, or even your wedding photos, you also need to get your mental health checked. I'm telling you right now, if you're on that level where you have more information about me than you do yourself, you need to go and get a mental health check as well. And we can do it as a group. You know, we can do it as a group, we can do group stuff, but ultimately it's something, in order to progress, it's not going to be, I've learned that progression, whether it's individually in my own mental health or physical health, whether it's corporately as a family or as a business or whatever the institution is, like, if we're not doing it together, it's never really going to work. And when I say that I'm so focused and when I say that I'm determined enough to get up and say, you know what? If I have to be the one to get up and protest outside the strip clubs just to give you a hint about where the problems are, I'll do it. I'm going to do it. If I have to go protest outside the abortion clinics, I'm going to go do it. If I have to go protest outside of the homeless shelters and the food banks to help to like evoke some kind of positive action for those causes, I'm going to do it. Cuz I literally don't have it in me anymore to sit down and wait and hope and fingers cross it that one day you'll figure it out and one day maybe those solutions will just pop up out of the blue. It's a little bit more work for me, but I don't mind, because it's something that I've put my mind towards and I'm passionate about. So it'll be worth it in the end for me. That is the power of focus. That is the power of having focus in your life, that you can get up and decide and be determined enough to say, you know what, I'm going to do this and I'm going to make it happen at all costs. Whatever it takes, I'm going to make that move. And it's important to do so. Focus. I encourage you, whatever it is you're doing in your life, whatever your goals are right now, where can you become more better focused? Whether it's weight loss, mental health, wherever your journey is, what is that one thing you can do to become more focused and to become more strategic in your choices, in your thoughts, in your actions, and in the things that you're doing in and around your life and in your community? I encourage you to keep that wisdom with you as you go into these next few days, I should say, um or I should say into the next week. I hope that wisdom helps you, because it helped me. It really, that was a bit of wisdom that, I really heard somebody else say that. And I thought, you know what, that is so true. And having that focus is really something that, along with boundaries, I really find is so important. Yeah, having those boundaries, but also having that focus. Take that gem with you into the next couple days or new week, whatever you want to say, and continue to stay blessed. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel and to all my social medias. Until next time.